It's flashing, but my key won't let me in the room, bro. What is going on?
Alex is trapped.
Alex is trapped. Are you okay? Do I need to call somebody?
It's flashing green, but the room won't open. Bro, I blocked out my own room, bro.
Okay, the red rolling thing is going. I'm fading in, and here we are. Welcome to the What's Your Nets podcast. I'm Spence Benny, and I'm joined today by my co-host Alexander the Great. Wait, hold on a minute. Who's this?
Hello, I'm Andrea from the Other Castle podcast.
This is my friend Andrea. She has her own podcast. Alexander the Great is nowhere to be found today. I don't know where he is, what he's doing, but I'm here, carrying the show. So here we are. Andrea, thank you so much for being here.
I may not be Alex the Great, but I'm Andrea the Decent, so this will be fun.
You know what we used to call you back in the day?
That drunk bitch.
No, Mac Drea.
That's true.
Yeah, Mac, I remember that was your MySpace name, I think, at one point.
I think it was. That fully tracks with growing up in the East Bay, of just being like, this is me now.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
So Andrea's bay as fuck. She's out here in town visiting from Las Vegas, where, why don't you tell us a little bit, what do you do out there in Las Vegas?
Yeah, I've been in Vegas since 2019, which has been fucking wild to see the pandemic come through and come out of it. But I am in the cannabis space. I've been a professional cannabis marketer since 2018, so I've been selling weed since then, or since 2005 if you want to split hairs about it. So we're not snitching here. So.
No, it's a no snitch podcast. Hey, who didn't sell a couple of dime bags back in the good old days, that hyphy era,
Yeah, I don't have transferable skills. What am I going to do? Math? Like, no.
Yeah, no. Well, 28 grams in an ounce and so on and so
yeah.
forth.
I can do weed math. I can't do anything else. I'm completely useless otherwise.
But I don't know, what Ness do you think we should do today?
The Loch Ness Monster.
No, we're not doing that. That's kind of a spoiler because we are actually going to do that at some point. So I might have to edit this part out. But no, we were thinking though, because you have this video game podcast, The Other Castle.
Yeah.
And you work in cannabis, and we've known each other for a very long time, but we're both much elder now than we were. Much elder. I'm thinking MatureNESS.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. Yeah. I've known you for probably 20 years now. We're 1,000 years old.
Are we that fucking... Have we known each other for 20 years? That's crazy.
Probably.
Yeah. Because, what year is it? It's 2024.
Yeah.
Like 04. Well, maybe like 19 years, I would say.
Okay. We'll split the hairs there.
Yeah. But I think, we've known each other for quite some time. And I think MatureNESS would be a good Ness to speak about. And if you don't know, I know you've seen some of the clips, but we just pick Ness words and then we talk about them.
I love that.
There's not really a set structure. We're just kind of here. We're in the basement. We got a cat who may or may not knock over all the recording equipment.
I would love that.
Yeah. So we're here. We're mature. So don't get used to it. What's your favorite M-rated game as a gamer podcaster?
Ooh, so on our podcast, The Other Castle, we cover the plot, lore, and more of video games. So we talk about the production, the creators, the performers, and then we get into what actually happens in the game. So that's where my knowledge of video games comes from. I didn't play a lot of video games growing up because we were balling on a budget, but my husband is a big gamer, and I would just get bored and be like, fuck you, I'm playing now. But to answer your question, my favorite M-rated video game is probably GTA 5, but that feels like a played-out thing to say.
No, that's amazing. That's one of my favorite games for sure.
It's been around for 11 years. I should probably have a better answer for that, but it's just so fucking satisfying to play GTA 5. It still handles like a perfect fucking AAA game that came out yesterday.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good.
And they have the first person mode in it too, right? Like you can play it in first person mode. That was like because when I got it when it first came out on Xbox 360 back in my day. But
I'm in a Sony household.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Well, it was what I had. Now I'm a PC boy all day, all the way.
You would be.
Yeah. I'm not PC, but I have a PC. I'm actually very PC, but that's beside the point. And we're not doing PC-ness, we're doing MatureNESS. I'm going to say I agree. I would almost want to take your answer and say my favorite M-rated game is the GTA series in general. San Andreas was probably like one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah.
Like as a kid, like, God damn it, CJ. Like, you're supposed to get next to the train. Oh shit, here we go again. All that, like, I don't know. And there was just so much weird, like the fact that you could go into a police station and go into their locker rooms, and in the shower there's a giant floating purple dildo that you can grab and use like a baton to beat the shit out of anyone that comes your way, is just ahead of its time. Like genius game.
Truly ahead of its time, because that's now a playable melee weapon in Cyberpunk 2077. So it really laid down the groundwork for what CD Projekt Red did.
I've played Cyberpunk. They have a dildo weapon in there?
Did you play male V or female V?
I played male V.
Okay, here's the thing. Male V is a man.
Uh-huh.
Female V has like 100 fucking voice credits. She was nominated for BAFTA. She's this incredible storied performer.
Wow.
And male V, again, just some fucking man. So
just some bruh.
Just some dude. So they've done these incredible things where they can kind of tweak your playing experience if you're male V or if you're female V. Uh-huh. Female V, one, just a performer came in instead of just some fucking man. Uh-huh. And then to put it on some...
Because the guy sounded a lot like the guy from Far Cry 3. Like, it's the same... It's like, oh, yeah, now we gotta go get this. Oh, you think we're gonna do that? Oh, I'm gonna get biohacked into my Ripper Doc or whatever the fuck... Yeah. But no, I was really drunk the other night, and I got stuck on the final boss, like that giant mech. I don't know if he's the final boss, but that giant mech metal dude that like crushes the guy's head. And and I was drunk when I was doing it, and they're like, you can't go back at this point. So I'm like stuck on that play with like shitty weapons and like not upgraded, and I don't know how to beat this guy.
Oh, that sucks.
So I restarted as female V, but I was hella drunk, and I only played like the first 20 minutes, and then I haven't touched it since because I was like so bummed that I ruined my whole game. Need to like but it was a fun playthrough. I can't wait to get back into it. I need to give it like another few months so I like forget everything and then
re-experience
it. Yeah.
I keep trying to do that with Red Dead 2, but I love that game so much that at every beat I'm like, and then this is happening. Lenny, let's fucking go. I can't, it's burned into my brain and changed my brain chemistry where I can't not love every moment of it.
Yeah.
But
I never actually played, well, I played, my roommate, Dee Dee, had Red Dead 2 and we would play it when she had it there, and freaking I didn't really play much of the story. We would do train robberies, like we would get drunk and just rob trains.
Hell yeah.
And then also the incest farm, or the incest people.
Yes, the Aberdeen farm.
Yeah.
The Aberdeen pig farm.
We played that so many times with like so many different outcomes. Like we just wanted to like get to the bottom of it.
You can fucking ride balloons. You can go hunting for gold. You can find like a giant in the game, and that's what you have chosen to do?
Incest.
Okay.
Don't be shy, partner. No such thing as a stranger here. Wow, ain't this a rare treat? I'm gonna go upstairs and get a bottle of the good stuff.
I'm uncomfy with how well you're doing the voice.
Because we played it like 60 times.
Out of everything you can do in Red Dead, that's the wildest thing to revisit and replay nonstop.
And she would record like the different thing, and then we would rewatch like the different like experiences we had with the incest. It was a fun time, you know.
You went full Sherlock.
Yeah, we did a deep dive on the Aberdeen pig farm. Still don't know what the fuck was going on over there. But...
Have you gone to Mama's grave at the Aberdeen pig farm?
Yeah, because isn't that where they kept, when they rob you and steal all your shit, that's where they kept your shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, trust me.
Okay.
We right when he starts talking, we shoot them both. Other times we do the whole thing, we get robbed. Other times we stop the dinner and we have a knife fight. You know, it's just...
I haven't seen the knife fight. That's fucking sick.
You just bring a knife and you kill them with a knife. And she pulls a knife on you, so it's kind of like a little knife fight with the incest sister. Anyways, MatureNESS.
To take a step away from incest.
Incestness is not the topic.
We're both only children. It doesn't make sense to our brains.
Yeah, it fascinates us.
Yeah.
I have step siblings, but they all came later in life, and I never had any thoughts of having sex with any of them ever.
They're not cute?
No.
You don't think your step siblings are fuckable?
My stepbrother, who does like comedy music stuff, like me and him make a lot of like very sexual jokes all the time.
Okay.
And then I kind of do that with my stepbrother on my mom's side, who's like not into that type of humor at all, and he gets so uncomfortable. I'm like, bro, this is just the dynamic I have with like my step sibling on the other side of the family, and it makes things weird.
I love that it's stepbrother that really played into the like of it all.
Yeah.
The M-ratedness of it all.
Yeah.
To tie it back. Yeah. That's great.
don't ever put my stepsister through anything like that.
Yeah, like, you don't deserve this.
Yeah, no, she's nice. She's got a lovely husband. They got a kid. And great people. I'm not. My stepbrothers I can sexually harass all day. I'm not gonna. No harassment of the stepsister though.
Chivalry isn't dead.
Yeah. So GTA. That's your favorite M game.
I think so, but there's different levels of maturity where it's Grand Theft Auto where they will obviously have guns and violence and like lots of fun stuff like that, but then there's the Leisure Suit Larry era of video games, which makes me want to fucking peel my skin off.
I never played that. What was that one? It was like you're going around fucking.
There's like 12 of them, first of all.
Yeah.
They just kept fucking making them. But yeah, you're literally a little John Lovitz looking ass man, looking like a thumb that came to life, and he will walk up and be like, "Would you like to suck my dick?" And they're like, well, if you figure out the QTE, okay. And that's the fucking game. That's the plot. My podcast covers the plot of video games. My husband found a way to find a game that we'd cover, and it makes me lose my fucking mind.
That's crazy.
Let's
Wait, did you guys do one on Leisure Suit Larry?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
it's the seventh one.
All right, I need to listen to it because I've listened to I've hopped around and listened to some of your guys' stuff, and I dig it, by the way. So, and I'm gonna do another plug. At the Other Castle, right, on Instagram,
yes.
And then you look up the Other Castle on Spotify. It's Tom and Andrea. They do deep dive. They research. What's really interesting is they research these video games. And I was listening to the Half-Life 2 one today, and there's like this whole crazy backstory about how the whole game got leaked early, and there's this hacker, and he like snitched on himself because the FBI was tapping it. It was like a whole thing. And it was really, like, all these background stories are really interesting. And then you go in and actually explain the game, and you guys kind of provide your commentary, and it's a fun listen. You guys are growing. You're blowing up. You're doing conventions. You're doing very mature things with your podcast over there.
Yeah. One of the most mature things is I finessed a magazine into writing about us.
Nice. Wait, was that Las Vegas Weekly? I think I saw that.
Yeah, I wouldn't shut up about it, so I wouldn't be surprised if you saw it. But
because I was Googling to find... I was trying to find your Wolf Among Us one because I want to send it to my friend whose brother is Bigby, and then I saw it was like Las Vegas Weekly is like these people like the Other Castle video games. Like,
that was fun. That was I really just sent them a cold email and went, "Hi, I'm in a podcast. I think it's pretty cool, and it'd be cool if you guys thought we were cool too." And they picked up the phone and like, "Yeah, come through." And I went, "Oh shit,
that's awesome.
I'm a good marketer."
Oh, we need to hire you over here because you see the setup. We're in a basement, we got a cat, that's kind of cool. But I love the structure that you guys have, and I think that's a very good aspect of the matureness of your podcast is that it's, it's got a clear theme. We kind of have a theme, we got these Ness words, but we're kind of all over the place. And since Alex isn't here, I'm just going to talk shit about him and talk shit about the whole premise of the whole thing. Because
I got you. I can just...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Now you're out. Now you're Alexing. Now talk about your dick.
I want to empower the youth. Wait, no, I'm sorry, not about the dick.
Jesus Christ. No Diddy.
No Diddy. I'm Alex the canceled.
Alexander the canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, this week on What's Your Ness. Yeah.
It's dark in here. You don't need the sunglasses.
Yeah.
How does he see?
He's got like killer vision.
Okay, Alex the Great Vision. Alex the 2020.
It's actually, there's like a secret about it. It's, it may or may not be some type of like secret agent, like government, like he might be with the feds, like it might be some kind of like scanner, like X-Men, like X-ray vision type situation. So this is a No Snitch podcast, so we're not going to talk about Alex's glasses on the podcast. What I will say is turn that shit off when the stuff is happening, you feel me? But what are some of the favorite ways that you've matured over the years? Career-wise, creative-wise, general life path in general. Well, looking back, here we are, 20 years later. Have you matured? Have you matured at all?
Well, I'm
Andrea?
still selling weed, Spencer. So that's debatable, especially if you ask my parents.
It's legit, though. It's legit.
It is. It's not federally legal, but it's state legal. But I've been in some fun shit. So with my career, I went to state school. I graduated early from state school, which was pretty cool. And then I went and did a lot of waiting tables, which is not a mature thing to do the way I did it, at least. There are people that can be career servers. I was not one of them. I was kind of a shitbag that would take ecstasy at the restaurant and then be touching the walls going, "Who wants some garlic bread?" It was a nice slutty time. But
I'm trying to go get some garlic bread over there.
Yeah. So I guess the way I've matured is I've kept it in my pants, stopped doing drugs at work. But actually, no, I do drugs at work all the time. I sell weed, and that's where I'm getting at. But
that's not, see, that's drug, like ecstasy and weed, that's like two such different things. Like
that's fair.
Weed helps people function better in a lot of ways, like socially. I mean, if we're not talking about getting like over the top stone, like me lately, I've just been back on the vape pen, like the weed pen, and just like little teeny bits, and I noticed like, yeah, I'm not like...
A little sucky.
Yeah, a little sucky on the pen. Sometimes you gotta suck hard because it's like the rosin gets stuck and you have to like suck hard to make it go.
Or you have to like rub it between your thighs to warm it up and like get it going.
Yeah.
And then you have to smoke the weed.
Yeah. But it makes people function better though, I think. I think it helps people, and it's something that is, society in a way is showing more matureness in its outlook on cannabis.
Usually when a white man says society to me, my brain goes blank, but I fully agree with you there.
Thank you. I'm not white.
Oh, are you still a hoppa?
Yeah, I was in the Hoppa Club in high school. This is a No Snitch podcast, so don't bring that up.
Okay. It doesn't count if you're in the room?
Yeah. Yeah, let's tread lightly. No, we don't cut nothing. This is live.
Okay, good.
It's not live, but it's like we just throw it up.
We're gonna run.
We throw it up on the internet. But yeah, no.
Oh, your shit.
I don't identify as white. I appear white. I identify as a mystical, third eye, interdimensional, fifth dimensional, degenerate.
Degenerate, I agree with.
Thank you.
So you got me for one of them.
Thank you. At least I have some wins tonight.
Yeah, there you go. But no, on some MatureNESS, aside from that entire rant that I just went on to rip apart a friend of mine who I've had dearly for decades now. I was in startups before I was in cannabis, and there's a lot of a learning curve of just do it. Just fucking get shit done. Who gives a shit if you're working late? Who gives a shit if it costs money? Who gives a shit if you kind of have to like beg, borrow, steal to get things done? And through there, I worked on podcast advertising. I was in one of the probably most obnoxious podcast ads of like for a very long time.
What was it?
I used to do the Loot Crate ads.
Loot Crate.
Yeah, I was the partnership manager at Loot Crate for 3 years. So
nice.
I was buying podcast ads and was like, man, this is fucking cool. I could do this. Like that unearned confidence. So like, why not? Let me figure it out. Which has gone pretty well for me. But after that stint, I moved into cannabis when I was living in Denver, and having to learn how to speak about a controlled substance in a way that is digestible and can be appreciated by a public that's been drilled into their brains that cannabis is taboo and we shouldn't be fucking with it is wild.
Yeah.
But it's been really cool to learn about that world specifically, especially as it's an emerging market. And, there's no ethical consumerism under capitalism, but if you're working in a group that is doing something progressive for the larger culture, it's a good thing. So at least with cannabis, I'm like, it's capitalism, but everything is. And at least this helps break down taboos and gets people access to cannabis better.
Yeah, I mean, me and Alex have kind of spoken about this, but just like, we're all in this shit, and there's a lot of amoral shit, obviously. But the best you can do is learn how to function inside the system, like, and do something positive, which I think it's awesome that you're doing with the cannabis, because that's one of the things that I care about so much, is that the destigmatization is still like, even within my own like certain family members are still like, because of just like years of programming. And then I have other family members, one of whom you've met before, who are very
Daddy
cool,
Fortin,
very chill about it. But yeah, Papa Fortin's super chill, and like a lot of people are chill about it, more chill about it now. And the people who are less chill about it are like maybe still a little, but they're like, okay, like you can literally go to like numerous stores now. And like when I first started hitting the pen, they'd be like, oh, like, these vapes, I hear these vapes are killing people, because some dickheads were like selling these bootleg vapes on Instagram. Remember that a few years ago when everyone 2001
Vapegate.
Yeah.
It was some bullshit.
Yeah, or it was like I think it was 2019. It was recently. It was like right before the pandemic.
Oh, it was before it, yeah.
People were dying. People were getting like serious fucked up because you guys were putting vitamin E acetate to make it look like it was cannabis oil.
Yeah.
And selling it on like Instagram and shit. And I'm trying to tell people, no, like the shit I get is like, this is lab tested, like this is under a microscope.
Yeah.
Which is like inconvenient for a lot of the business aspects of things, like all the fees and the costs that go into it. But it is like, it's still this emerging industry, and it's amazing like how far it's come in such little time. And I don't know, I'm just in admiration and awe that you and Tom are like a part of this, like, our lifelong passion. We be in class, let's talk about weed.
We would do that.
Yeah, okay, this is no snitch podcast, but we did
I ain't afraid of you. Snitch on me.
No, we'd be in class, like, we were very mature for our time, because we foresaw that cannabis is a good thing for the world, I think. And, you know, we'd be in, you know, learning about world history. It's like the freaking Treaty of Versailles or whatever he's talking about. I'm like, Andrea, you know about weed? Let's talk about weed, because I was always trying to learn about weed. You know?
Gonna be like, here's how you roll a joint.
Yeah.
Scratching the metal off of gum wrappers and shit. Like, we're gonna roll one up later.
God.
It'll fit like a quarter of a gram. I'm so fucking cool. I gave you my first pipe after I moved out of my parents' house. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure it's broken and like dusted to dirt right now.
It might be in one of my boxes. I have like hella random old pipes. I can find it. But the pipe that my dad confiscated from me when he caught me, they returned to me when I was of legal age.
I heard about that.
Yeah, and so I do think I still have that one. I don't know. I need to look at my box. I have like boxes of random old shit, and I think some of my pipes are in there. So your pipe might be still kicking.
That'd be pretty cool.
I miss I miss our other friend's old bubbler too.
That was a nice bubbler.
That little plastic one. I'm talking the little plastic one. It was like, break apart. It was like setting up a freaking sniper rifle in those assassin movies. Like 50 parts.
She's got the case for it and shit.
Yeah, you put the thing together. Anyways, that's why we're so mature, I think, was because we had it opens your mind, and we had an open outlook on things.
Yeah, we were stoned children, and now we're better adults.
Exactly.
And for me, it was career learning.
Yeah.
Like, no, I know what an eighth is. I know what a half-o is. I got this. And then, like, in my late 20s, I was like, oh, that actually did pay off. Okay.
I wish it was career learning for me. I've applied to be a bartender so many times, and everyone just thinks I'm a narc. So now I have, like, my other job I can't talk about. It's not a narc, but it's, like, sketch. I get stoned, not during it, but after it, you know.
Yeah, there you go.
And, you know, it's a nice, I like the weed. It helps the world, you know. The weed is for the people.
What's the weirdest edible you've taken?
Weirdest edible?
Yeah.
Like weird as in the thing itself was weird, or the feeling was weird?
Oh, yeah, just the thing you've actually consumed is weird, because this is fully just a segue to say that I had some infused toothpicks last week.
What? Wait, so you did you eat is it while you're picking your teeth it like goes into your bloodstream?
Exactly that.
Whoa.
It was called Moon Picks. I'll tell everyone. I don't give a fuck. I'm here to
tell me.
I'm here to name names, bitch.
Promote. It's legal. Promote that shit.
Yeah, I don't know if these were, but they were called Moon Picks. They're little toothpicks that are dipped in cannabis oil, and you just like fucking fix your face, and then you get faded. And I was like, what is happening? I had some dental peril this week, so I was like, oh, I can't smoke because it'll fuck up my teeth or whatever. Let's go do some edibles. I'm like, yeah, I have my seltzer, whatever. We got some hot sauce. I can put that in like pho, which is kind of getting a little funky with it. But man, the Moon Picks did nothing. Or I was already so stoned I didn't know. But either way, I did try them.
That's awesome. I would love to try those. I don't really have anything that weird. I mean, the coolest thing that I've really liked is the drinks. Like the there was like the can of cola that they had. It's like in the red, like it looks like a Coca-Cola, but it's like cannabis. Cool. I forget what it was called, but they had a bunch of them in Nug, and I would do whiskey cokes with them back when I was in frickin' when I lived in SoCal, when they were first starting to do this. You know, this was maybe like 2012, 2013.
Was it a Keef Cola?
Yeah. That's what
I love those people.
Keef Cola, yeah. They had those in Nug, and so I love those. Before that, I don't know what they were called, but they were these lemonades. It was in like a plastic bottle, and it was just cannabis lemonade. And so what I would do with that was I would, put out some ice, bourbon, little bit of Sprite, and some cannabis lemonade.
That's lovely. That's a good day.
And I was watching Boardwalk Empire while I was doing, like, that's all I had. And I was just, like, Prohibition era. I'm, like, getting drunk and stoned and just watching Steve Buscemi walk around and be weird but cool.
That's iconic.
Yeah, it was lovely. Yeah. Those were good times. So.
That's on MatureNESS, though, knowing exactly how to consume, doing it in a safe place. Mm-hmm. I know you guys have talked about the importance of safety when you consume, especially if it's early in your cannabis journey. Edibles... So edibles kind of work with your metabolism. Like, my husband has a stupid fast metabolism. He has skinny legs. I'm jealous. It's whatever. He can have like 200, 300 milligrams and be fine.
Nice. Oh God, Alex is calling me right now. Hold on.
But Alex is right here. I've been here the whole time.
Hold on. Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey, Spinny, how you doing, bro? Man, I'm out here in Texas, man, fucking around, man. How you doing?
Well, yeah, why dude, I'm doing the podcast. You're not fucking here.
Why would you do the podcast without me?
I mean, you kind of are here, to be honest. You got a pretty good stand-in. But...
What does that mean, bro? Like, Spencer, I left for 1 week. Why would you do the podcast without me?
I mean, because you said we need to do them every week. You got on me for being out of town last week. You're like, oh, we're getting behind on this. So I'm like, we got to keep doing it. I'm trying to show my matureness, which is the topic of today. And what I'm doing...
You made a topic without me?
I made a fucking topic... Because it's our podcast, dude. If you're going to be fucking out of town, I'm going to make a subject. I'm carrying the weight here. I got all the cameras set up. Multiple cameras. I got lights. I got... Malcolm's running around.
Cameras, bro. Are you shooting porn? What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I'm not.
No, he's definitely not.
I'll be back next weekend.
All right, next weekend we'll do absentness, where I'm going to shame you for how you were absent last week. How about that?
Spencer, why would you do this to me?
Bro.
I'm betrayed.
Hey, how about this? I'll make you a deal. I'll send you a Zoom link if you want to get on the end, do your little choose happiness spiel. You can get on and do that, and we'll have it be. It'll still be a podcast. We're making content, bro. I'm here. You just interrupted like a good ass story about fucking weed, and I got these weed and video game podcasters here. They're giving us pointers on how to make our podcast better, not just a couple degenerates in a fucking basement talking about our dicks all day. And it's funny, you're not here to talk about your dick, and we finally actually have a girl on the podcast. So I don't know what that says, but.
Okay. Call me so I can do shit happiness. That works for me.
All right, I'll send you the shit. We'll talk later. I'm sorry. Have fun in Texas.
Person is on my podcast. You know, hey, how you doing?
Hi, how's your dick?
She sounds super nice. I like her.
All right, you'll meet her at some point. We're gonna go on their podcast maybe and talk about Apex because they have a video game podcast. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. I'll send you a Zoom link and we'll get that going.
Okay, I just want to make it clear I'm not drunk. I'm just out of town.
I know. You're in Texas enjoying some good old barbecue with some good old boys over there.
Yeah, get her done.
All right, I'll see you later, buddy. All right, that was fun. Anyways,
He seems lovely.
he is lovely.
I hope his dick's okay.
His dick's fine. His dick's
Good.
lovely. I seen it.
Yeah?
Not, I wish.
Okay.
No. Oh God, I'm gonna have to edit that part out. He's never gonna do it. He's never gonna come into this basement again if he hears me saying something like
He's not
that.
gonna come anywhere near you if you keep talking about his dick like
He's
that.
not gonna come anywhere near me, no. Which is probably for the best. So, you were talking about Tom and weed tolerance and things like that.
Yes. So edibles hit you based on your metabolism. So like, I'm soft-bodied. Look at me. My body doesn't metabolize edibles great. So I'm like a 5 milligram to 10 milligram ass bitch. Mm-hmm. I've taken so many edibles, I've hung on to the ground to make sure I don't fall off the earth because I can feel it rotating. It's fucking difficult.
Yeah.
But it's such a crapshoot when you're learning how to take edibles because you're like, I don't know what my metabolism works like. And you and I started doing, myself and my friends in high school started doing drugs very early, especially relative when we grew up and started meeting other people where they're like, I smoked weed at 19. I'm like, oh, were you weird? Like, were you not cute in high school? Oh, God.
Well, it's crazy doing this. Like, I thought, like, I had to seek it out because my group was hella squarish, and I like, knew that y'all were, like, cool with the vibes, you know?
Yeah.
And we were, like, in groups and classes making videos together, and I was like, I want to try some of that marijuana. And so I tried some of the marijuana, and it was lovely. But, no, it's fun. Like, from, like, being in this world for a minute, I've met people that have, like, oh, I did it when I was 10, like, when I was 12.
Ooh,
like,
when you're like, oh, where are the parents at?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's usually, like, older sibling type situations, I think. Like,
Oh.
And we didn't have that, so we...
Only children.
Yeah, we got stoned. Although you were a little earlier bloomer than I was. I mean, because you introduced me. Now I'm snitching. No, you didn't.
You can snitch, that's fine.
No, I sought it out. But I sought it out with
Okay.
Friendly Faces, which was you and our other friend, who will not be named because we don't name people without their consent. If she were here, she would be welcome.
We would name her the fuck out of her.
Yeah, we have another microphone here.
Bitch.
I don't know what she's doing. It's just some birthday party or something, whatever. She'll get on at some point. We'll get her on.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure she has lots to say about, certain
Yeah.
pubs or whatever.
You just named her.
No,
That's Miss Pub, bitch. So the first time I took mushrooms was with her. Mushrooms is also very similar where your metabolism focuses on how intense you feel a high because your body breaks down something you're consuming. And you weren't there. We didn't invite you to this, but we took mushrooms. It's my first time. I think it's everyone else's second or third time. And the apartment next to my parents' house caught on fire. And I am in my underwear crying because I'm having a terrible trip. And I walk up with a bottle of water, like a regular ass fucking 16-ounce bottle of water in my underwear. And I'm like, I'm here to help you. And this bitch looks at me. Her house is on fire, and she closes the door.
What?
Because she wanted nothing to do with me, despite all I wanted to do was help. So I'm very bad. I tried to call you, actually, and I got tackled. Because they said, we don't need to add more people to this.
You tried to call me?
They did.
When? Whoa. So, but I'm glad, dude. I probably never would have done any drugs ever again if I got called into that situation. To be honest, like, it's probably for the best.
And no names, but we called the guy that I went to senior prom with.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Okay, and
from the video that where we were all talking.
Sorry, obviously I have a lot of blank spots in my brain from these days.
We'll review it after. We'll review the replay after the fact.
Yeah, but I was like, can I call Spencer? I'd feel better if he were here. And he said no, and then tackled me, took my phone and hid it somewhere.
Oh my God.
And I was at home, so I was like, well, I can just call from the house phone. And he was like, absolutely not. Like, basically kicked me in the face. It was like, you're not adding people to this situation.
Oh my God.
I don't know if I've ever told you that.
No, I didn't know about that.
Yeah. It's my husband's favorite degenerate high school story of mine. It was like, remember that time you tried to fight a fire in your underwear? I'm like, no. I was a helper, okay?
Yeah.
I was here to help.
Hey, even in that immature, maybe overstimulated, overdrugged type situation, you were doing the mature thing, which was trying to put out a fire.
Literally. And then the fire department came and did it, and I was crying because I thought the truck was a dragon.
It was
bad.
They do look like that. They got they're big, they're long.
The lights, yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I thought a woman looked like a tarantula when I was going down on her when I was on shrooms. So, anyways.
How'd that end? Are you guys still together?
We were together for a while after that, but
no, okay. We're not. It's like, it feels like a breakup of like, you know what?
Oh, no.
This isn't for me.
No, it was just literally, it freaked me. And then she was like, we were both like, oh, why are we trying to, because it was like honeymoon phase, we were fucking a lot, and we were like on shrooms. We're like, oh yeah, like this is both our first time doing shrooms. It was awesome. We started hooking up, doing a little stuff. It was kind of fun, but it's also like, yeah, but this is like kind of strange. Maybe let's not like fuck right now.
We'll cuddle.
Yeah. And we put on the Beatles and freaking Jimi Hendrix, and anytime we would hit the weed, we would both go back and close our eyes, and we had shared visions, which we like talked about afterwards, that we saw like similar shit, which was trippy, like
that's crazy.
That we were both these like mountains on a field. We were like floating in this field. I don't know, it was some crazy shit. And like she was sad, and then I could feel that she was sad, so I like imagined fireworks, and then I hear her giggling and going, "How did you do that?" It was like, no, mushrooms are magic, bro. No,
that's beautiful.
No, I'm still connected to this person a lot. She's like my trauma sister now. We're not no romantic vibe, but like she's, I got much love for her. That's like an old friend of mine. So
that's beautiful.
So we're good. But going back to MatureNESS, how did we were talking about all this whole high school shit and doing drugs and going crazy and doing all this, that, and the other. But how do you exhibit MatureNESS in your daily life now? Like what? The way you carry, I feel like over the years, like we learn things and we carry ourselves in a certain type of way, and I just want to know if you feel that way, and if there are any specific things that you can think of like MatureNESS in your daily life and daily scenarios.
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing I'm seeing as I'm maturing, especially as a woman that works in kind of a male-dominated area, that works with a lot of women who are in the same boat. There's this camaraderie that happens when you get older where you stop giving a shit about tearing other people down. And you're just like, oh, we're homies, we're in this, let's go. And it starts with girls in the bathroom drunk at the club. Being like, oh my God, you're so pretty, here's a tampon, let's make out for like 5 seconds, okay, bye. I'm bisexual.
Wow. How do I get invited to these clubs? I listen to Doja Cat, I'm hip, I'm with it.
You need to switch to Tegan and Sarah and we'll get you in the rotation.
All right,
Let me see your nails. Yeah, you can come to it's not a cookout, but it's like a bingo brunch.
I still be chewing these motherfuckers. That's one of my nervous tics.
Oh.
Yeah.
It happens.
I do be getting pedicures, though. My toenails are sexy as fuck, but that shit's only for the
Good.
OnlyFans. Although I do want to say I'm not wearing any Ness gear today on the shirt, but I do got my Ness socks on, and these are comfortable as fuck, so go buy them.
I've heard they're comfortable as fuck.
Now Alex cannot get pissed at me because I did a fucking plug. He's not even here, and I did a plug for his fucking product because it is comfortable.
I've heard those socks are so comfy.
I know.
How comfy are they? Good.
Hella comfy.
Hella comfy.
Because we're from the Bay, and we say hella.
Facts.
Yeah.
I have 2 510 tattoos, and now it just looks weird because I haven't lived there and haven't had a 510 area code in like 10 years.
No, but you're banging that shit. You're still Bay, though. Like,
am.
You're out, and Vegas, there's so, like, the Raiders are in Vegas. Like, Vegas is, like, the second Bay, and like, so many Bay fools go to Vegas. Like,
It's true. And the A's. Like, it's weird that the entire sports franchise from Oakland is coming over.
yeah, because Vegas is, like,
It's kind of lit.
yeah. I fucks with Vegas. I can't wait to come back out there and see y'all.
Let's do it.
I know. I'm definitely gonna do it. I got family out there. Alex has family out there too. So we have
Yeah.
multiple spots we can stay at, and we're gonna do a trip out there. So we're definitely gonna come. That's another great thing about MatureNESS is like, oh, I can just like buy a plane ticket and like be somewhere where people are.
I did that today.
Yeah.
I just got off. Spencer picked me up from the airport. Like the best friend he is.
Ness culture at the What's Your Ness podcast. We will pick you up from the airport
Hospitality.
for the most part, depending on who you are.
You got to plug the promo code. Spend ride.
Spend ride.
Yeah.
You want spend? You want if you share this video with spend ride, I will pick you up from the airport when you are scheduled to be on the What's Your Ness podcast, which will hopefully actually happen.
It worked out for me. 5 stars. Let's fucking go. But
Bada
on
bing, bada
maturity, it is nice to travel alone. I did have a panic attack because I got really high before I went to the airport.
Wait, what happened?
I had a tiny panic attack at the airport and I thought I forgot English. This Italian man was walking by me and he went, "Excuse me." And my brain went, "That says excuse me, but he didn't say it right. Oh no, you're in Animal Crossing." And they're starting to do that like gibberish talk. And I just stood there like, I forgot my only language I speak. Fuck my life. And then I was like, oh, right. Other cultures exist.
Ay, que asco, pobrecita.
Yeah, I was violently high.
Yeah.
And my husband was like, "You'll be fine. Text me." And I went, "The phone's not going to work. I'm sorry." I will call you after this, Tom. But on MatureNESS, it is nice to be able to trust yourself and trust that there are other people that will give a shit about you. But on women specifically, there's something that happens in your late 20s, early 30s where bitches just give a shit and they will come together. Like one of my best friends in Vegas, her name's Amber. I don't give a fuck about snitching. I'll call people out if I fucking love them.
You can do positive. It's just like it's usually if it's like
snitching.
It's usually if it's like a nefarious situation or there's some like someone's gonna hear it and they're gonna be like, "Ooh, like why were you talking about that time I like had sex with that doorknob in front of all those people?" You know.
Oh, Reese.
No, don't say that.
I'm sorry.
I did just
We
see
can
that.
bleep that.
I did. No, we ain't bleeping shit. Like you just snitched.
He doesn't like me.
Well, no, I'm sure he. I saw him at that little gathering too. We were talking about earlier. Anyways,
Yeah. I'm kidding.
No, we love that guy. He can fuck all the doorknobs he wants. But going back to your friend Amber, who did something positive.
Yeah, she actually interviewed me and my husband for our podcast feature in the Las Vegas Weekly. And then afterwards, she texted me and was like, "You honestly seem kind of cool. And I've been listening to the podcast. Do you want to hang out?" And I said, "Fuck yeah." Nice. So we went on a girl date to the Punk Rock Museum in Vegas, and we've been best friends ever since. And we talk every day. I probably owe her 3 texts right now. She's wonderful. She joined our Patreon, which I'm like, oh, you don't have to give us money. But she's fucking sick. And it's really cool that women can just kind of start to be friends because we're so often pitted against each other. And no one thinks that's interesting anymore. We all know that it's hard being a bitch.
Yeah.
And like, I grew up kind of
all
funky.
bitches ain't women too. Like it's the same.
Facts.
Like dude, like
That's a gender neutral term.
Yeah, people you gotta come together. You know, like don't. You can be a bitch, but like that's on you. You feel me?
Yeah, I love her so much, and it's so cool seeing that women can kind of put their shit aside, not be bitches, come together, and just be crazy supportive. It's fucking sick. That's my favorite MatureNESS thing that I'm seeing in my like early 30s is people coming together and not trying to fuck each other up.
Yeah, I definitely feel the same way. Like, I don't know. Like I've over the years, like I don't have like a lot of like beefs with people. I'm a pretty like non-confrontational person, but you cross paths with certain people and sometimes certain things don't go the right way and people don't have the right opinion of one another. But I feel like getting older, like there's so much shit, and some people still really hang on to like old school shit. But as me being like, I don't know, I've like kicked with like I like hung out with a dude that robbed me, and like we're cool.
Yeah.
Like he's all right because we were young and dumb, and he didn't rob me for that much, and I robbed him back the things that he robbed from me the same night. So it wasn't.
You
that big a
did?
deal. As long that we're not talking about
Okay.
going into too much detail, but the point that I'm trying to say is like things can happen, and like I feel like maturing, like just recognizing that life is short and we all want to succeed, and like if we're gonna be around each other, we should, as long as it's not an actual detriment to ourselves, we can work towards a common goal of doing something positive. And like even if it's someone that said something mean to you when you were 8, and some people don't let go of that shit. That's I think a big part of matureness is like being able to let go and realize like people were in some fuck situations, and occasionally it's not always an excuse. Like if someone, something fucked up happened to me, so I like killed your family, like that doesn't fly, right? But there's levels to it, but there's a certain level of letting go that I feel like is getting older. It's like I pretty much am just like down with whoever.
Yeah.
And, like,
anything short of John Wick shit, I'm like, I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah. So it's all right, But on that note, what do you think can hinder our matureness and growth?
Ego. I feel like ego is probably the biggest tie to immaturity, right? Because they're fucking processed ass waffles. I don't even have a toaster. The toastable waffles. Who ever heard of it? Oh, you mean ego. No, I know what you. Yeah, ego. I feel like your puns are better in text.
I know. No,
I love that. It's giving Stranger Things. No, I think that ego is probably the biggest death to maturity because you want to put yourself first, and I think maturity is rooted in a lot of we have to work together. Maybe that's just like the bleeding heart socialist coming out of me of like, can we just please fund a fucking library and get the buses running?
Yeah.
Las Vegas just lost the monorail, and I'm very upset about it because I love public infrastructure.
I saw a headline about that. So what's up with that?
Yeah, we're losing the monorail that goes through all of Vegas and also connects to the convention center. So,
I think I've ridden that between it's like in Mandalay Bay is it Luxor or somewhere around there?
It's everywhere. Yeah, there is a stop at Luxor. There's a stop at Mandalay. Mandalay has a tram that goes through Luxor and Excalibur, but there's a tram that runs basically the entire run of the strip to like every third casino or so, and goes to the convention center, which is very handy because the convention center is behind the strip next to the Westgate, which is like not a fun casino. So it really sucks that we're losing it, and I'm just very upset about the loss of any public infrastructure in general, because growing up in the East Bay, it's like I didn't have to drive a car until I was 20, and it was a fucking joke when I moved to LA being like, this dumb bitch can't drive. I'm like, why the fuck would I need to drive? There's buses. And they're like, but you're in LA now, you dumb bitch.
Oh God, I could never live there again for that exact
I don't
reason.
want to live there.
So much time spent on the road, and I love my LA people. I got people down there, but it's
Me too.
You're in the freaking car. My one homie who's really doing it right. I mean, he was riding motorcycles when I met him in college, and I was like, "What the heck? You're my age, and you ride motorcycles?" He's an editor now. He's a union editor. Makes his own hours. Works on a Netflix show as like the lead editor.
Fuck yeah!
Has a fucking motorcycle. Got the Benz. Like he's doing LA, but he grew up down there. Like he knows LA.
He gets it.
Me, I went down there in my little Honda. I'm sitting in my fucking Honda with the AC doesn't work for fucking 4, hour and a half at least each day round trip.
Were you in a Civic?
Yeah, that old school Civic. That blue.
I do know that Civic actually. Yeah.
All blue. Yeah.
The Civics gave me back. I have a Civic for a minute, and it's just like walking down into the Civic. I'm 5'4". It shouldn't be this difficult. It fucking hurt my back.
Yeah.
How long were you in LA for?
A few years. I was in LA, and then I was in Orange County. That's another part of matureness too, is living in different cities. I think is important. I think that can hinder your matureness is not going to different cities. And I don't want to say that absolutely and completely. I think if you got a family business, you have you got to run something somewhere where you're at. Not everyone has that opportunity, but if you get an opportunity to go to a different place, that definitely expands your matureness because you're just meeting a whole different vibe, whole different scene of people. And you can stay within some of the similar circles and maybe not have as good of a expanding experience, but
totally
that's probably what my LA experience was, honestly, because it wasn't that great. And then I was
it wasn't that great.
Well, I love my family down there. Like if I had probably done more stuff involved with them, that was cool. But I was like working at I went down to Orange County, and it's very conservative down there. I'm not a very conservative. I mean, I think liberal, conservative, everyone has like certain things that they kind of draw from both, but generally speaking, I would consider myself very liberal. It's just like, you know, I also like shooting things that are inanimate. So, but you know what I mean? It's like the culture of like, you know, how people just talk like in casual conversation. I'm like, yo, that's super unacceptable, but like I have to just be like dealing with you because you're a client. Like, you know, so I have to be nice while you're saying some like homophobic ass shit about your kid or like whatever, you know, like, or racist ass shit. Like, just like, wow, you know what I mean? And so, I don't know, LA, the SoCal, I wouldn't even say LA, it was like SoCal, it was like LA and Orange County. And Orange County was on the back end, and I had to get the fuck out of there because it was driving me nuts. It was like, I was just like pissed off every day, sitting in traffic.
Yeah.
I got an electric bike. I was commuting to work on an e-bike, and it's very not bike friendly down there, but I was just so tired of sitting in my car. And I would watch, I didn't get hit, but I saw people get laid out on freaking bikes. Like, motherfuckers didn't give a fuck. Like, cars would just like pull around, not looking. Everyone's driving hella fast, so you're just like on edge all the time. Just
a full panic attack anytime you commute anywhere.
Yeah,
that's not a good way to live.
No, it wasn't great. So then I went to Portland, the polar opposite, and I love
Portland. That's right. I don't think you and I were really homies during the Portland era.
Yeah, that was when I was like, I mean, that was a whole long ass story, you know, had my you know, whole situation up there, but I met some good friends up there and good people. And
good.
My cat's here. Yeah, she's not visible on the camera. Well, a little bit. She's like...
Meowcom wants to give you some emotional support now that you're talking about the Portland area.
I know. Well, I think she misses Portland because she was fully outdoors there.
Oh.
Not fully. I mean, but I would let her out in the evening, and sometimes she wouldn't come back, and I'd be like, oh my god, is she dead? And then at 5 a.m, I'd hear her scratching at the back door and meowing hella loud, and I'd be like, okay, you're alive.
No, she was just drunk. She was partying.
Yeah.
MatureNESS is letting go and letting people explore what they want to do in their lives.
Yeah, and I would love to do that here, but there's bold-ass coyotes and mountain lions and shit up here, so I
can't. Turkeys. That happened after. I left the Bay in probably 2009.
No, same for me. When I came back, it was like, what the fuck?
Why are the turkeys here?
There's just turkeys everywhere.
They're fucking everywhere. And
they're bold.
Yeah, they'll just go into people's homes. One of my girlfriends was driving me around last time I was in town a year ago, and there were 5 fucking turkeys in this bitch's front yard, and I'm taking video like, this is fucking crazy that Thanksgiving is coming to me. This is beyond DoorDash. We're fucking bird dashing these motherfuckers up to my door, and they're alive and going, gobble, gobble, and shit. Like, that's terrifying. And she was like, this is normal. This is what we live with. And I was like, in 2009 when I fucking left, this was not happening. What are you talking about?
No, they're always near the police station too. I think they're like fed turkeys, like they're like cop turkeys, because they're always crossing right by the Albany police station, and they hold up like San Pablo Avenue. Like, if you know the Bay Area, if you've ever been in the East Bay, you know San Pablo Avenue.
Yeah,
and it's like it's like an alternative to the freeway. It's hella busy. They hold it up because they just all fucking walk in a line across San Pablo, not giving a fuck about who's there. I've seen people like knock a couple, not kill them, but like bump a couple of them over, just like hella mad, driving around their asses because they're like, dude, like,
wait, that's hysterical to be like, I fucked this turkey.
Fuck this turkey. Like, they no, because they're like, I got somewhere to be. Like, they swerve around a little bit, and the turkey kind of gets like bonked by the bumper and like.
That's some Nissan Altima energy of just like, I don't give a fuck if there's a bird in the road.
Yeah, no, for real. That's, you know,
I love everything about this.
I got stops to make. Fuck that shit.
I live in Vegas and we have peacocks.
Really?
So we have that, but whimsical. The fucking Liberace of birds is the one that's like stopping my traffic.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Do they pull it? Do they ever do the whole, like, they show their whole shit?
Oh, it's fully the boys trying to fuck. Like, it's the peacocking. They've got their fucking shit out.
They're super alpha energy.
They're like, hey, bitch, I'm walking.
They're just hella red-pilled on the road.
So red-pilled. It's full, like, there's no Sigma fucking peacocks in this energy. We also have a camel that lives about 2 blocks away from me.
Wait, what?
There's a... So his name is Baby Humps, I think. It's not. I know his real name. It's a biblical name. But we have a neighbor that has a full-on camel, and they like rent the camel out for events, and there's a Mediterranean restaurant that rents him out on Fridays and Saturdays, I think. And he'll just like stick his fucking little head over the thing and be like, hello, I'm a camel. And I'm like, hello, that's whimsical, and I'm on mushrooms, so this is amazing. But MatureNESS is appreciating your neighbors and whatever their quirks are.
Do they have legal mushrooms in Vegas?
No.
Okay, because they do in Oakland, you know.
Really? So that's what we're doing tonight.
It's decriminalized. I have mushroom chocolate that I legally got in Oakland, but
fun.
You trying to do that like right now? I just had a dream I did mushrooms.
I'm down.
Oh God. This is. Hey, if
I've been peer pressuring Spencer to do drugs with me for 15 years.
and I did, and I did some of them, but not all of them,
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, but also, mushrooms legal, Oakland. That's mature too. Like I don't know. We can keep harping on this, but moving on. Alex sent me some weird questions.
I love it. Is it about his dick?
It might be. It might be like segueing into that, which is why I'm nervous.
Oh, I'm glad he's not here.
Yeah. So first one was, do you enjoy mature content?
Yes, I follow, I think about 5 or 6 people on OnlyFans, because I believe it's a good thing to pay for sex work and photographs work.
Men or women or both?
I pay for women. I do not pay for men.
Okay.
That's on Misandry. MatureNESS is knowing where your blind spots are.
Yeah. No, because I'm very like pro male, so I follow like 12. I pay for 12 men on OnlyFans.
Will you show me who you follow?
No, I was making that up.
You should show me who you follow.
I actually don't follow. There was one site. What was it called? Fansly. It's like a knockoff of OnlyFans.
That's mostly for streamers, right?
Well,
I might be thinking of something
This
else.
was like a stripper / hooker that I sort of had some interactions with, like very mild interactions, like, and so I was just like, oh yeah, let me see what she's doing over here.
Yeah.
But I don't like follow. It's not like oh yeah, okay, take it off and I'll send you another $20. Like, it's not really what I'm into. But
I don't tip ever. I just do the subscriptions.
Oh, okay.
But
Auto pay, set it and forget it.
yeah, exactly. And like, there's somewhere you can like buy the whole year for a discounted rate. I love a discount. I love a deal. I love couponing. Let's go. I actually just this might be on MatureNESS, or this might just be airing my shit out, but that's fine.
Air it out.
I was talking to my husband and I was like, I think we should do a joint OnlyFans for who we subscribe to so we can double down on it, because we might be following some of the same girls. And he was like, I don't know if that's where I want to take this. Like, when I met him...
Don't do it, bro.
Keep who you jerk off to yourself.
It's a trap. Trust me.
Are you yelling at him or me?
I'm talking to him.
Okay.
Tom, I've been in this shit, bro. Like, and honestly though, Andre, you're cool as fuck though. See, like my ex, like in relationships I've been in, like people wouldn't even talk about that type of shit without it being like a contentious issue. No, but I could get baited into it. I would get baited. That's the thing. Like,
I'm trying so hard not to make a masturbate.
I've been in relationship with masturbators. That's what I'm trying to say to you.
I see you.
Yeah, I've been in masturbation relationships for not all. No, I've been in like some very cool relationships, but there's been a couple that have hurt me deep where it's been like, but like, I was trying to be open about whatever. I'm not being like, she's better than you, whatever. And you were flirting with this guy, but there's all types of double standards I've had to encounter that have shaped my outlook on certain things, but I don't follow absolutes or generalities.
I get you.
So I'm not. So maybe do it, Tom. You get a joint.
You're like, actually go figure it out.
Get some money.
I'm on some saving some money shit. I'm like, if there's someone whose ass we are living for, let's do the year subscription and share it.
Hey, I heard y'all
like
on the
Netflix.
other castle. Freaking, you were just talking about how people are hitting you up for feet pics and shit. So what you should send dual like couples feet pics where you guys are like twiddling your toes together. That'd be so awesome. Y'all would fucking make bank.
I'm honestly down. I'm gonna send this clip to Tom.
I'm gonna
clip this shit.
I'll be the first subscriber. I'm trying to see Tom's toe. I'm trying
you are such a supportive friend. I adore you.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up on Tom's toes hard. You better look out, Andrea. I'm gonna get up on Tom's toes.
My feet are tattooed, and I don't know if that makes it cooler or less cool.
I think it's cool. I think it all depends. I like tattoos. I don't have any. I actually want to get when I finally met a tattoo artist that I'm stoked to have tattoo me.
Will you live text me during the whole thing?
Yeah, I will text you. And you know what I'm going to tell you what my tattoo. I'll tell the whole internet what my plan for the tattoo is, and I hope no one steals it, but they can because it's a funny ass idea. I had it when I was in Hawaii, like 10 years ago when I saw a sea turtle. The sea turtle and me were just like kicking it for hella long. It was like trying to bite my nose, and I was like, no, I'm not trying to like come near you like that, but we were just swimming around. And it reminded me of Finding Nemo, Crush, the turtle. It's like, yeah, you gotta
Stoner turtle.
Yeah, so I want to get a tattoo of Crush, like maybe on like my leg, like my thigh right here, just Crush with a big old doobie hanging out of his mouth.
Honestly, that's fucking fire.
Yeah,
that's really fucking cool.
That's my idea.
I think MatureNESS is also coming back to being like, tattoos are silly. Let's just fucking have fun with it. My husband didn't have tattoos until his like mid-30s, and then was like, "Fuck it, we ball." And like I'm very tattooed. I've been getting tattooed since I was 18. I got my neck blasted like a couple days ago. She's still healing. Like,
What'd you get? Wait, show the people. Give them a sample of the tattoo.
is it on this side?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, sorry, I've had it for.
The mic's kind of in front of you. Move this way a little bit. There you go. Oh,
Right.
look at that. So what is it?
So I had I aimed to misbehave from the Firefly movie tattooed there, because I was trying to get some nerd shit going on, and I hated it. And Joss Whedon kind of sucks. Just to air his shit out, I don't give a fuck. So I got my cat Mabel tattooed over it. But it goes into my neck, and I honestly feel so fucking... It's like gender-affirming care. I feel so much cooler with a little tattoo like that goes up my neck that everyone can see even when I have like shirts on. I got my knuckles done. I got 1312 on there, if you know, you know. It's fun.
My homegirl just got her first tattoo, and I never thought she would. Dee Dee, my former roommate, my friend Dee Dee, she got it's like a trans, and it's like gender affirming. It's like a trans rights flower thing on the back of her neck. Like,
fuck yeah!
It's like this trans organization that's doing these tattoos, and I was like, fuck, I never thought you would get a tattoo before me. That's crazy, but like,
and you're like, damn, I'm falling behind.
I know I'm falling behind, but I've had the idea of this tattoo for like over 10 years. I've just never had like the means to do it, and now I'm like at the point in my life where I kind of have the means. I'm like, okay, yeah, I could like
I
not
got
go out.
$200 on this.
Yeah, I could throw this on that.
That's cool.
So you may be seeing Crush on my leg in the near future.
If you're lucky, ladies.
On the What's Your Ness OnlyFans, where me and me and Alex are gonna be showing feet pics like this.
Tom and I will join from our joint OnlyFans, and it's not for content. It's not for us creating things. Like but it's not. It's for us to jerk off to women.
Oh my god. So, okay, so there's another thing that Alex wanted me to ask you about.
Okay.
And he sent this to me, and I'm still confused by it. I'm just going to read it verbatim what he sent me. Have you been seeing the mature content that's being posted on Facebook via Twitter links? Do you ever click any of the links? Laugh emoji. Oh, sorry, I didn't have the camera on you doing that.
You're fine.
But she had shades on. But apparently the thing behind this is what people are doing now for putting mature content, because Facebook is hyper regulated, and I guess Twitter has always been I think there's always kind of been porn on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like it's been,
It's
Twitter,
like Tumblr.
Yeah, Twitter's a little more Wild West, you just put porn on there. So what people are doing on Facebook, because that's where all like their real friends are, is they post these things that it shows a pornographic image, but there's an emoji over the sex act and a link to Twitter, and then you click the link to Twitter and it shows the full porn. Have you engaged with any of this content?
I don't use Twitter. I got off a couple months before Elon bought it, so I don't. But I love porn. Porn's great. I think porn's wonderful. I think porn is healthy. And I do a lot of OnlyFans because I like being able to give women money.
I need to get more. Actually, oh, you know what? I did actually give someone some money on some OnlyFans one time.
For a tip?
No, I didn't give a tip. It was
You're like, it was more than the tip.
No,
it was $5 whole.
No, it was this chick, bro. It's Chief Keef baby mama.
What'd you get out of it? You see the booty hole?
Well, cause she replied to she replied to me on Instagram because I left a comment. I was like, hey, like I would take this woman out, like I would give her full access to my credit card. I would do whatever, you feel me?
And she said, thank you.
No, and she said she was like tap in, like let me know, let's make it happen. And I was like, okay. And then like I didn't actually want to make it happen because I want to actually like give my credit card to this chick who's like clearly like openly about just like scamming and hustling and getting
that's
like,
women in STEM.
She got Tekashi 6ix9ine to spend like 20 racks on her or some random shit along some shopping.
That's not even a flex anymore.
And everyone, like, no one thought she was the hot one in this pic. That was the whole thing. I was debating with Alex. I was like, she's the hottest one in this picture, but I got her only so I dropped like the $5 or $10 just for, I got like a 1 month subscription just to see what it was about. She didn't really have that much on there. She had her like blowing some guy on there. I was like, all right, that's
when
cool.
You see actual sex acts though, that's like another level because there's a lot of people that just put nudes. Or like, here's me eating, and you're like, that's not fucking cool.
Yeah, she was just kind of giving like it was like a really big fella, She's kind of
a big fella.
Yeah, she was just doing that. But no, so I did pay on. Hey, by the way, Slim, you ever trying to get on the podcast? You feel me? What's your Ness? We sorry, I thought it was on me when I was doing that, and I cut to you. It's hard to DJ and control the camera angles.
Good.
Look, Slim.
I'm here for the girls.
Slim, you ever want to meet my homegirl Andrea? She in cannabis, and like me, I'll cash out on some OnlyFans, whatever. Shit, come through.
I've eaten pussy.
There you go. Look at that. Shit.
I've had half a beer.
Yeah, but that's a 10%, so you've had like 2 beers.
I was violently high like 2 hours ago.
No, we're on one
I'm
today.
not worried about it. It's fine. I'm married. I've been with my husband since 2011.
Congratulations.
Prior to that, it was a little messy.
That's a 13-year anniversary engagement. Right?
Yes.
That's amazing.
I fully had to think about that. Can I tell you, I got our wedding date tattooed on my fingertips because I'm not good at remembering shit. And you know, we got married on our 5-year anniversary. So I'm like, whatever our wedding anniversary is plus 5 years, that's how long we've been together. That's fucking brain hacking. That's on MatureNESS, is knowing your strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, knowing how to quickly do hard math like that, because I forget how old I am, and I forget how long I have my cat. Like, people ask me how old my cat is, I'm like, well, you gotta carry the 2, and then you do this. And she's almost 10, I think. She's about 10.
She's
10-ish.
an old girl. Mm-hmm. Our cat Mabel is 11. She's mature. She's mature as fuck. She's kind of an idiot, though. She'll just be walking and then fall. Like, she's not even on anything. She'll just be like, ah, shit, and then she'll get mad at me. Like,
Wait, she gets mad because Malcolm does that, but she does it as like I want you to rub my belly so I can like bite you.
Oh no, Mabel's fully just like, I fucked up and it's your fault. And I'm like, I was in a different room, bitch. And every time I have a meeting at fucking home, I work from home, so I'll be like, hey guys, here's our presentation on talking about Ohio licensing. Ohio's rec season is actually coming up. Ohio is actually a really interesting cannabis area because it's the linchpin for being at the 50% mark. It is the 25th state to have recreational cannabis. So now we're getting into a majority of states having recreational access. Let's fucking go.
MatureNESS for the United States.
Fucking facts. And we're getting into a place where these rec licenses should be coming out this summer. It's probably going to get delayed because their cannabis board is taking a long time to come together. It's Ohio. What do you expect? It's kind of a shitty state, right? But
Whoa. Hey, my grandpa's from there.
Does he kind of suck?
No, he actually left there with the only money he had, and he arrived in California with 12 cents on a car that died in front of his cousin's house because he was so ready to get out of Ohio.
So he ain't there anymore.
Yeah, so you're probably right.
Thank you. MatureNESS is knowing that's all that matters, is that I'm fucking right. But we're going to start seeing rec licenses in Ohio coming up this summer, which is so exciting, particularly because it's next to Pennsylvania, one of the largest states in the nation that has about 5% of the population on the medical cannabis program. So once they get rec, stupid money out the ass. I don't remember what point I was trying to make, but I was really excited about talking about licensing in cannabis and making sure it's accessible.
We give them weed money. See if I don't have the playback ability quite yet.
We're getting there.
But we're almost to the end of this. We're almost at the end here. We're in the home stretch right now.
We are?
Almost.
I'm having a good time.
Well, we can go for another hour if you like. Well, there's no time limit, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just letting you know we're getting to the end of our thing here. Not the end, but I'm just saying. Another question from Alex, because Alex, now he's all jealous that he's not involved with the podcast because he's not being very mature in his absentness, which maybe is what this episode should be called, but it's MatureNESS because we're mature. I got Alex 2.0 over here, Alex Drea in the building. So Alex says, I think I do a lot of childish things, but I'm still very mature. Do you think you can be mature and childish?
Baby, I'm a homeowner. I have a mortgage. I have an 800 credit score. You know what I have? A Wario tattoo. I fucking love Wario. Wario's my main in all the Nintendo games. I fucking love Wario. Here's why he's better than everyone. He's short, he's fat, he's funny. That's exactly me. I think you can absolutely find this dichotomy of being silly and fun and having your shit together, because you know what? I pay my mortgage. I pay for my Wario tattoo. We doing this. Did you see my vagina when I bent over? Probably not. It's probably fine.
The AI will
Tom, if you're
out.
watching, what's up?
Yeah, there you go. It was all for Tom. Doja Cat, if you're watching, what's up?
Okay. Do you think she's okay?
I love Doja Cat. I saw her live in San Francisco on Halloween right when I got back from Mexico.
Was it amazing?
It was so amazing. Like,
she's so hot.
I mean, she's so hot, and like it was hella funny because she had a shirt on that looked like boobs, but you could see it if you were there that it was clearly a shirt. But I was taking little videos and saying to my friends, like, "Damn, she's going topless on this shit."
She's in these streets.
Yeah.
Doja Kitty, let's go.
No, but it was great because she had live. Freaking like a live guitar player, drummer, bass, backup singers. So they were doing like those kind of renditions. It wasn't like just like putting on a beat like a lot of rappers do and just singing over it, and all very like choreographed, like a bunch of dancers doing this crazy choreography. At one part they go kind of unplugged where it's just like the bass playing and she's just up there on the mic just singing like hella good. She covered Red Room by Hiatus Coyote, if you know them.
Okay.
It's like a kind of jazzy. I'll play it for you afterwards. It's really, really good. And she actually released a VR concert in fucking, what do you call it?
Not in Meta.
In Meta.
Stop.
Because I got the Meta. I literally bought a used Meta headset just to watch it. And it was the same concert, but she had a different fit on. It was like slightly different, but it was mostly the same. And it was cool. It just like cuts to different angles. I don't know. I like her music. I like how different a lot of her songs are. Like there's a lot of just like, what do you call them? Like just different, like not genres, but like different sounds, you know?
Yeah.
And I enjoy that. Anyways, you know, part of being mature is enjoying all types of different content. And, oh God, we have, I think we might have a guest here in a second.
Is it the cat?
No.
I like the cat.
No, we might have a guest here. Let's see. Hold on. Hey, is someone there? Is someone on the internet? No. Okay. Sorry. I fucked this up. I'm just gonna show it on the screen. We got Jada. We got Alex on the screen, chilling, big chilling.
Hi.
I don't know what's going on, but you know, we're out here.
We are out here.
We're mature. I'll just let him, you know, if he wants to say something, he can say something like we're here, you know.
We grown.
But we can keep talking. Freaking oh gosh. I lost the see, now it's all coming apart. Now it's all falling apart because we're trying to get too technical. You can't have me do hosting, like trying to carry a conversation and run all the technical shit. Like we need like a tech guy here, and I would be like we need another host. Do you want to just come host this podcast with Alex, and I'll just be in the background handling all the tech shit, so shit like this doesn't happen?
Honestly, no. But I love
good
you
idea.
guys.
Yeah, no, good. Right.
I think you're an integral piece to this. You have to be like the baseline.
Good answer.
Because Alex is very focused on goals. He's like clearly like an entrepreneur mindset, like from jump of here, we're gonna get shit done, we're gonna do this, and you have to take the step back to be like, okay, I got you.
Yeah. And
I'm a podcast princess where I just show up and I talk about fucking Days Gone and The Last of Us.
Is it Southeast Asia?
Okay. Hey, you're not on mute.
17-year-old could have.
Hey, you're not on mute.
I can't hear you at all.
You're not on mute.
Hi, Alex.
He says he can't hear us at all.
Alex the mute.
Oh wait, I think I have to.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, we can.
I can't hear you at all, bro. I hear zero sound.
Hold on,
from you.
I think I have to change it to
unmute, bro. Fuck.
What about this? Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Hey, so Andrea's here. We were like in the middle of a conversation, and then you joined the thing. So I'm just like getting you on. Is there anything you want to say about MatureNESS while you're here, or happiness? Or she hasn't seen the porn on Facebook, by the way.
Whoa. That's a lot, bro. I don't know what that means. I plead the fifth. I don't know what you're talking about.
I plead the fifth.
She pays for porn on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I want the girls to get paid.
Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot to take in. I'm in Texas chilling, and you tell me what people are paying for porn.
You're not drunk.
That's a lot.
Right? You're not drunk?
No, I've never been drunk in my life. I've been drink.
Okay.
Drunk is past tense, and I never stopped drinking.
All right. So how do you think, is there anything about MatureNESS that you want to add and get your 2 cents in before you get out of here tonight?
Okay. If you guys are wrapping it up,
Almost.
this is my freaking job. Spencer started doing episodes without me, which I don't approve of. But we thank you. We thank you for being on the show. Thank you. We appreciate it. But today we did MatureNESS, and we think everybody should indulge in MatureNESS. Sometimes gaming has MatureNESS, like Grand Theft Auto. And sometimes, even if you're a very childish adult, you can exhibit MatureNESS, when you need to. So when you're out here living life and indulging in your MatureNESS, we want you to always, in every moment, choose happiness. That's what the What's Your Ness podcast is really about. It's like, whether it's MatureNESS or thisness or thatness, it's happiness. So even when you're reviewing games or you're reviewing, Doja Cat t-shirts, which Spenny has on, it's not a Ness Culture t-shirt.
I literally did a whole bit.
This guy fucking hates us,
Bro, I did a whole bit about how I have the Ness Culture. So I put my feet on camera for Ness Culture, so you can't hate. You see, you weren't watching. We're not live, so you didn't see the tape. But I was like, yeah, I'm wearing Doja Cat, but I got Ness socks. I'm putting on for Ness today, and we may or may not have a gift for our guests. So take it easy.
Okay. From our guests, I want you to let you know that I'm Alex Gray of Ness Culture, and Spenny is my guy for multiple years. And what this podcast is really about is about informing people, making them laugh, but then also letting them know that happiness is a choice. And when they're out here making decisions for their life, and they're showing their MatureNESS, that they're also choosing happiness for their life, So I want you to, while you're being on our podcast, me and Spenny's podcast, I want you to always, in every moment, while you're out here doing your podcast and doing your marketing and doing everything that you do in life and showing your MatureNESS, I want you to always choose happiness while you're doing it, because that's what the What's Your Ness podcast is really about. We want to make people laugh and make people happy, but we want to also make people choose happiness, and that's what we're really here for, is to make people giggle at the silly things that me and Spenny say, but also in their personal lives every day, choose happiness. Because happiness is what's really going to bring change to your life. So we want you,
and you got to be active.
Personally,
you got to be active.
Choose happiness and to bring that happiness into your life, because we can't do it for you, but we can inspire you to do it for yourself.
Absolutely.
So from Alex Gray and Ness Culture, choose happiness.
Hey.
That was good.
All right. Be careful out there in Texas.
I'm running down the hallway.
What are you doing down the hallway?
Is he good?
I don't know. He's fucked up in Texas. Be careful out there. Texas is fucking crazy.
A dog just barked at me.
What are you doing?
I just heard a dog in another room, bro. I'm scared now.
Are you out there seeing family, or what are you doing?
I'm masturbating in the middle of the street.
Why are you doing? I mean, that's good. We were just talking. We're gonna do an OnlyFans. We're gonna get our feet, your and my feet, with Andrea and her husband's feet. It's gonna be a 4-way foot OnlyFans, and we're gonna make millions.
4-way.
Lots of foot money.
Bro, my key doesn't work.
All right.
It's flashing, but my key won't let me in the fucking room, bro. What is going on?
Alex is trapped.
Alex is trapped. Yeah. Are you okay? Do I need to call somebody?
It's flashing green, but the room won't open. Bro, I blocked out my own room, bro. Thank you. Yes, my guy let me in the room.
Don't forget,
you guys.
Don't forget to contact the front desk about that.
We're here. We're here getting inebriated. Hey, this is what I came to Texas for. Is this guy right here? You feel me? Hey, welcome to the What's Your Ness podcast. Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, my guy Tubby. Yay.
What's up, Tubby? Hey, next time you're in the Bay, get on the What's Your Ness. Let's do it.
Elliot Ness, on the What's Your Ness podcast. Hey, man. Thank you.
Bro, we're gonna do the Elliot Ness episode actually, but we have to watch Untouchables with Kevin Costner before that, so we can.
We have to watch Untouchables before we do the episode. I'm super down for that, bro.
All right. Hey, we got to get out of here, man.
I want to say thank you to our guests. I'm out of town helping a friend, and we greatly appreciate you coming to the podcast and adding your expertise to our podcast because that's what we need. That's what we need. So we appreciate you. Thank you for coming.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. We'll talk to you later.
Okay. Spinny, no masturbating, okay? We have a guest there.
I know. I'm not going to do it like we normally do every time I'm here with you.
Don't say that. Bro, Spinny, that sounds sus, bro. No Diddy.
I know. No Diddy. I'm sorry. Diddy's not in the building tonight. We're going to keep it totally kosher.
Okay. As long as there's no Diddy. As long as we know Diddy, we're good.
All right, bro. I'll talk to you later. Have fun in Texas. Be safe out there, all right?
All right. I'll be back soon. Peace, bro.
Later. Oh, all right. that was.
Is he okay?
I don't know. He was like.
Should we go save him?
Well, he was like locked out of his room, but no, his bro's in there. I was just like,
okay.
Bro, make sure you talk to the front desk about that because I don't want to be like stuck out of his room.
Yeah.
And anyways, that was I guess he kind of cued it. It's over. I mean, no,
you're done with me.
No, I mean we can keep talking. I still have questions here. We keep talking about, but I have we have like our tradition that we do at Ness Culture when we have guests is we give them socks.
I love socks. I love socks that are hella soft too.
These are super comfortable. I'm wearing some right now. I love them. And included in the socks, I ran out of stickers, but what I do have is a Ness Culture coaster. Do you respect wood?
Of course, I'm a homeowner.
Okay, so coaster. Actually, you know what? I got 2 coasters. We're putting an extra coaster in the bag.
You're making it rain for me.
For you and Tom. We need you because you got to have buddy stuff. And maybe we'll bring 2 more when we come out there to Vegas. Here, I'll throw these over to you. Oop, there we go. Was never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
Look how soft they look.
Look at that.
You were in swim.
JV.
I was a cheerleader.
Yeah, you were a cheerleader.
I was the drunk one.
You led the cheer.
I did. It was so loud.
Yeah. Good days. And then, okay, let me just see if there's any hard-hitting points that we should maybe cover before we get over.
Yeah.
Let's see. As someone deeply involved in both gaming and cannabis marketing, how do you navigate the challenges of promoting products to mature audiences in potentially stigmatized industries?
That's a great question. So legally on the cannabis end, there are so many restrictions. Like in Colorado, for example, for the first few years, you couldn't do billboards. Billboards are fucking great. It's out-of-home marketing. Also, additionally, just across the board for marketing, this is pretty much general for most markets. You have to be able to provide a statement that says at least 70% of the people you are marketing to are over the age of 21. Now, that sounds like, yeah, that's reasonable, but when you get into Facebook ads, social ads, you cannot do that. You can't, in good faith, say that those people are 70% over the age of 21. Social media is run by children. It's a fucking nightmare as someone in their 30s trying to remain relevant. Have you seen the reels I do? I'm fucking desperate for people to give a shit about me.
Have you seen the reels I do?
So you understand exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So both with the podcast of trying to appeal to children and then with my job of trying desperately to not appeal to children, it's very difficult. But my brain is a little wrong, probably because of all the drugs I've done as a child that we've referenced here. But I have this thing where I can be very creative and I can find unique ways of doing things. Like when I moved to Las Vegas,
You had that Benjamin hitting you, huh?
Ooh, yes. She's feeling it. We're going. When I moved to Las Vegas, it was for a director of marketing role at a dispensary and vertically integrated vape company. And they were like, look, we can't do a lot of things. Things are very expensive in Las Vegas because, like, it's hard to get a billboard on the strip. That shit's expensive. I've gotten my cat on a billboard on the strip, though, once. It was weird. But one of the things that I did was, like, I'd go to events and pass things out, or I'd be like, I'm creating an Instagram moment. I want all the baddest bitches to show up at my dispensary. So we did one holiday thing where we're like, we're going to have a holiday carnival and drive sales for the end of the year. And I got a life-size snow globe, and I had the baddest bitches. I hit up every stripper I know on Instagram and was like, baby girl, come jump them titties on this fucking thing. And woo! I got so much social engagement. It worked so well. I don't work there anymore, so don't try. But the fact that, like, being creative and having, like, kind of a fucked up brain works really well in marketing has paid off very well for me, just as an adult.
And we see it. Like, I mean, podcast is killing it. You're killing it with the weed. Like, You're out here. You're exhibiting
out here.
MatureNESS. My MatureNESS. You know, I see weird industries. I'm literally not allowed to talk about what my job is, but I have like a very mature, like adulty, like weird official, very squarish job. But I still do all the shit that I've always been doing. And it's all about finding that balance, I think, for me, is like, you know, and I still play video games. Like, I'm on Do you fuck with Helldivers? I'm on Helldivers
I haven't
right now.
started that.
It's so fun.
We just got out of season 8 of The Other Castle, and our last episode was God of War, and now all I want to do is play Valhalla.
Oh, okay.
That's all I want, and I'm not at home, and I can't play it right now.
All right. Well, I'll show you some Helldivers in a minute, maybe.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a little Helldiving going. But
Okay,
before we get out of here, I gave you the socks. I take one hit off young Benjamin, and I'm fucking like, I can't do this, you know. I'm all about chilling, you know. There's like too much technical shit going on here, you know.
You used to go puff for puff with me. Come on, man.
Well, we will, but
Okay.
you know, we're on we're doing adult things right now. It's mature things for the people, enlightening the people about cannabis and podcasting and all types of things in life.
Yeah. Can I tell you, my husband bought a 6-foot bong and one of those fucking gas masks.
Oh, you did one of those?
Yeah. And
That's so like from
it
Knocked Up.
sucks. Yeah, from Knocked Up. And it sucks. And we both were like, it's fun for a day. Like, if we have friends over, we'll whip it out. But I'm not trying to just smoke that regularly.
That's
like,
not like a normal thing. It's a novelty.
I have a
thing.
Stundin. I'm a nice fancy bitch. Like, I'm not trying to hit that. So I have a Halloween skeleton in the garage, so I put the mask over it and like zip tied the bong to it, so when I drive into my driveway, there's just a skeleton that's like, here are the remnants of novelty smoking accessories past.
I love it. That's great.
He's my friend.
You got to honor that. You know, you have to honor the absurdity of some of the great things of Stony culture before it was legal.
Yeah.
Like, I remember 420. You're going to Santa Cruz, 420 in the Porter Meadow. They had a bong that was so tall you had to climb up a big ass tree and sit at the front. Your buddy at the bottom had to light it, and you would hit it all the way up.
Tree.
Yeah, it was like just a giant freaking pipe someone made with the bong, the bowl at the bottom, and they were ripping that shit up in the tree. There was a flag on it. It was like a pirate flag on the bong.
That's cool.
And yeah, it was that was wild. And there were these guys there that were like these Westboro Baptist low-key, like these jack dudes that were just like all red, like, you're all going to hell, blah, 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 blah. And everyone's just surrounding them, like completely stoned, like,
too high to go down, sir.
Yeah. And then one guy walked to him, he's like, hey man, the herb brought me closer to God, man. And
like it's a fucking 9 Inch Nails song,
I
bitch.
know.
Let's go.
It was beautiful. And then the guy just like, no, you're going to hell, you little pot smoking devil. Blah, 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 blah. And yeah, it was a trip, but it was like hella chill. And there was like this weird pocket of craziness. And all the cops were just like sitting on the sides, just watching, like, okay, yeah, there's like a bazillion people here. We're not going to arrest them.
What are we going to do?
That's too much paperwork. Like,
Facts.
but
like, just don't be a dick. It's a don't be a dick rule.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, final question before we get out of here.
Yeah.
How do you approach the balance between entertainment and education in your gaming podcast, especially when discussing mature themes or content, but in general too? But I think that's an interesting topic for me as an aspiring learning podcaster, and you as a seasoned podcaster and seasoned veteran in the legal cannabis game. How do you approach that balance between entertainment and education? Maturely.
Ooh. With cannabis specifically, there are a lot of regulations state to state that say you cannot do anything that appeals to children, which includes showing fruit, which is insane, showing cartoons, showing any sort of like child gamified thing. So with cannabis, there's a very hard and strict line of like no cartoons, no fruit, which is stupid, and then other, specific things to keep it very adult oriented. Within that, you end up with a lot of lifestyle and focusing on how does this make my life better, and solution-based marketing, specifically for cannabis. With our podcast, I fucking love when kids follow us. I'm like, fuck yeah, you're at home fucking hanging out, hang out with me. I'm all about it. But the matureness comes from not talking shit. There's some episodes that I regret because I talked more shit than I should have. Like, we did an episode on What Remains of Edith Finch, which is this beautiful game from Annapurna. It's about loss, it's about grieving, it's about stories, it's about generational trauma being passed down, and I shit on it so bad. I was like, fuck this walking sim, this is dumb as fuck. Like,
damn, because literally the way you described it, I was like, oh, maybe I need to play this game for like general therapy purposes, but you said it sucked ass?
Okay, it's not for me. I didn't get to shoot anything in the dick, so I was like, I don't give a fuck about this. Days Gone is a better game, you know, which is not true. Days Gone is not a good game, but it's very fun to play, if that makes sense. But I think there's a certain respect that you have to bring to content because you never know what that means to someone else. Like, we've also covered Night in the Woods. It's a beautiful game. I have a tattoo of it somewhere on my legs. I'm so fucking tattooed, I don't know where shit is anymore. But it's this game that discusses mental illness, and the protagonist leaves her hometown for like a year and comes back and then sees all her townie friends and is like, I'm different, but you guys are all the same. And like, what does that mean for our relationships? And what does that mean for everything? I love that game, but if I shit on it, I totally know it would hit some people in the wrong way.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, what the fuck? I fucking love me. And I fucking love me. I feel you. But
You can't have an opinion on the internet, you know?
you can't have an opinion on the internet. But there are respectful ways to be critical of media that don't necessarily say that you're folding and being a fucking simp for anything that's like AAA and coming out, you know?
Ooh, facts.
Like, I don't love What Remains of Edith Finch. There's 2 chapters in there that are fucking great, essential gameplay that were fucking beautiful. It's the Barbara fucking comic book one and the fish one. Those are fucking beautiful. The rest of it did not hit for me. And that's okay. It's MatureNESS on that end is saying, good for you, not for me, and letting it be that of saying, you know what, that's okay.
Yeah.
You do you.
Yeah, exactly. Let them think, you know, everyone's got their own thing.
Yeah.
I've realized that over the years too, you know, like I might not be feeling someone's into, but you know, I'm not gonna shit on it. It's like, if that thing's bringing you joy, like, cool, you know.
Yeah,
as long as it's not hurting anyone. Yeah. Damn.
I feel you.
Hey, no Swifty, no Diddy.
Yeah, I'm not a Swiftie, but I appreciate that there's a lot of people that get joy out of it. Like, good for you, not for me. Like, learning how to not yuck a yum feels like the most mature thing that I can bring to the show. 'Cause there's games I've played that I've fucking hated and have not said I fucking hated, and I'll tell you off mic, but like, there's some games where I'm like, this is fucking stupid, and I hate everything about it, and I never want to talk about this again.
Yeah, don't yuck the yum.
Fully, but there's like dozens of kids in my DMs being like, please cover this. I just want to know what happens. I want to hear your take on it. I want to know how you feel about it. And I'm like, I owe it to you. I'll know it to me though.
Yeah.
Fuck my feelings. Like, this is for someone else.
Yeah. All right. Well, this has been great. It's been great having you here.
Yeah.
There's one last thing before you go. You see that Ciroc bottle over there on the ground?
Do I get to sign the bottle?
Yeah, of course. You're a guest. So the pen is up next to that box. You see that giant cardboard box? There's a little white pen right next to that giant cardboard box. It's like right at the base of it. And you gotta shake it a little bit. Shake the pen.
I saw this online and I got really excited about
Yeah.
it.
So sign it. Sign your name. Sign your alias. Whatever you want to sign there. Sign the bottle.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I want to be on this side. Did you guys drink all of it?
Someone may have.
Ooh.
Yeah, definitely. J-Dub's a Ciroc guy. He'll never admit it because he's never drank in his life. But yeah, there we go.
Thank you
You're
so
signed.
much for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate your time and energy and giving your insights and all types of stuff.
That is rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, that's Ciroc, baby. All right. Well,
This is my friend now.
well, to all you good folks out there who have watched this, thank you for watching. You can follow us on Instagram at What's Your Ness, YouTube.com/@NessCulture, NessCulture.com for the clothes. You want to check out Andrea's video game podcast with her husband? It's amazing. It's called The Other Castle on Spotify and Apple. Yeah. And you look up at The Other Castle on Instagram. You can get at him on there as well. And it's been lovely. You guys have a good one. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Woo! Alright, yeah, no, I'm totally immature. I don't think we should be mature. I'd love yucking people's yums. Fuck that.
I fucking hate Little Nightmares so much.
I'm still recording.
That's okay.
Fuck.
I heard I was getting $50